Burning Ideas podcast, episode number 3.
Number 4, I think.
Number 4, Season 2 with special guests Louie and Carlos
of
Habitats.
Season 2, it took that long to get me on here?
Season 2, yeah.
Yeah.
It took a whole season.
Sorry, yeah. It took a whole season to get cameras in here. That was the problem.
Well, not just that.
And a room.
It was also like... no, it's also because we were at our old location, our old Burning Ideas headquarters.
Our old burning house.
So this is the new burning house.
This is legit.
The old one burned down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, well, actually, we have Louie, who was an original
Season 1
Burning House member.
Burning
House member.
Our first guest, yeah.
Burning House member.
Burning House member.
And our first
guest. Thank you for coming back, Louie. We appreciate it. It's pretty cool, man. And first of all, congrats on your engagement, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Sick, dude. How was the vacation?
It was great. Good time.
Good.
Hey, does it sound funny? I feel like I sound funny now.
Well, if you keep fucking with it, you'll sound funny.
I feel like it sounds...
You gotta get like right there to like...
Yeah, I don't feel like I sound like John where it sounds...
Really?
Yeah. Do I sound funny to you guys or no?
A little echoed.
Echoed, yeah.
Does he sound a little echoed?
A little echoed. I don't know why.
I don't know. He doesn't sound like that to me.
Is it fine?
You know, I think maybe you have to talk like tilt
I
it up.
think it's
Remember
because you're making it into a bigger deal.
Right. I mean, you're
thinking about it too much.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about it.
Well, I don't want you to record all that. You're like, damn, Louie's mic was like at 2.
No, it sounds normal.
Yeah, I think the thing about when you're recording is like try not to like look around, but like kind of just focus on like you're talking to the mic kind of instead of like just kind of moving your head and you're talking here.
I do that all the time.
Over here. Because I feel like it's pointed this way, so I want to go over here, but you.
Oh, okay. You put it more towards the middle.
Yeah.
Or you could just You could just loosen up this part right here. Just move this around.
Well, because I still feel like the whole thing's over here, so I want to look over there.
Oh, you want to look at the audience?
Right. Yeah, you want to look at the audience.
And we can restart again if you guys want.
Oh, yeah.
I interrupted all of that.
Technical difficulties, right?
This is how it goes, dude.
Sorry,
this is the originality.
He's trying to do this whole thing. He's trying to remodel the room right now while he's at it.
All right.
But no, go ahead. I mean, if you want to.
Am I blocking everybody's view now or not?
No, man, you're good.
You're fine.
It's perfect.
He'll get there.
One day at a time, right? All right.
If anything, we could just cut this part, like the part where you're just like fixing this. You know?
I'm gonna make you edit today, huh?
I don't edit. He does.
Son of.
We're gonna make you.
He's like, I don't.
We're gonna make you real editors.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was
insert band logo here?
Damn.
We'll see if
now you're calling us
subscribe. Next video.
Here.
Whatever.
Subscribe here.
Pop tag for Carlos right here. Midway Airport. Follow him.
No, but how was your vacation?
It was great.
Yeah.
Just a lot of walking, exploring.
Where did you go? A lot of people don't know where you went.
I was in Italy for like a week.
Nice. A week.
It felt longer than it felt. No, it didn't really feel.
Damn, you missed it that much.
That reminds me, though.
I totally forgot your cards.
Yeah, my fucking card's fucked.
Actually, I didn't tell you yet, but I brought you a rosary that's blessed from the Vatican.
Oh, really?
And I was like, you should put it in your room, but I totally forgot.
Damn, dude.
That would have been hard, right?
I wish you wouldn't have told me that, so then it would have been a surprise when I would have got it.
Yeah, I got it.
But I've been back for like 2-3 weeks, and I still haven't given it to you, so it's like...
Damn. That's true.
I gave one to Carlos. Carlos.
Oh, yeah? Bastard.
It's actually really nice.
Well,
it's a nice little touch, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have one.
Carlos, touch the man, bro.
Nah, dude.
Bless him.
Bless him, right?
All right, well.
I came back from the Vatican, so now I am holy. So
right.
Me in this room is a blessing.
You can do no wrong. Yeah.
You can do no wrong.
So I just wanted to, like, really quick on, like, stuff that happened. I don't know. Yesterday, I was on my way home from Martina's place, right? Okay. And I see this one lady waiting for the bus stop. And she's on, like, Fullerton and, like, Long. Right before Laramie, right? I just gotta say this, because this is fucked up. So it's 1 a.m. It's like 1:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo,
she's waiting for the bus.
She's waiting for the bus, right? But then this fucking cop car just comes. And he passes everyone by, but he doesn't have his sirens on. But he has his lights on, right? So he's going. I get to Costner, and they're still going. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know if you saw that they fucking mataron un way right there on Pulaski and Fullerton.
Yeah, Carlos told me they shot 2 people, right?
One died on the bus stop, and then they killed a kid at one of the middle schools over there on. I forgot the name of the streets, but that was just like something random that happened yesterday that I kind of witnessed because I was like, yo, like I was coming home, I was like, what the fuck is going on over there? They had blocked everything. It was like a whole mess. I was like, I thought that was just kind of like,
you know what I witnessed?
Fucked up. What?
Me and Daisy were driving down like Kedzie, and there was like, there was a car just coming down like legit like. It sounded like the transmission or something wasn't right because it was accelerating, but like it was going very slow. Like you could hear the acceleration, but it was going super slow. Yeah. With the hood over the windshield, like it just going around all the cars with its hazard lights on, taking all the lights. I mean, I was just looking at the whole time, like waiting for it to like hit something or something. But now we ended up catching up to it, and it was a dude just like pulled up. He just pulled up to the side, like I guess he just gave up or something. But that was like, what the hell? What like dude, like he could not see nothing. He was. He got
a car accident and just took off, or
I don't know.
Was he sticking his head out of the window?
Bro, dude, he wasn't.
That would have been the smart thing to do,
right? You know how like the hood is like shaped a little weird, where it has like that part on the bottom. I think he was like
looking through the little gap.
Dude, like it was nighttime. Dude, like it had to be on something, bro.
That's funny. And like another related thing, because it was on Fullerton. I was on Fullerton and Cicero. I was gonna pick up my mom, but then I went to go pick up Martina's. Well, I was gonna give her a birthday card. So I'm paying, and it's the cashier's first day. He looks white, but he looks like he could be kind of mixed, maybe like with Cuban or something, like Puerto Rican. And I'm paying and shit, and whatever. And all of a sudden, this one black guy comes in, right? And she goes like, "Hey," and then I'm like, what the fuck? And so I turn around, dude. There's like this little stand, and I guess they were selling fucking toilet paper. Yeah. So this man just walks up and he just goes. He just grabs everything, dude, and they had a security guard there, but he was undercover, like, they don't dress up and shit, dude. Yeah. This motherfucker ran out the door, he was like, bitch, he fucking just slams onto the floor, bro. Bro, dude. The sliding door sounded like he's, like, halfway on the street, and, like, halfway in the store, and he was like, I don't know what they said, and I'm just looking at it, like, damn, dude, and I see the kid, and he's, like, kind of laughing, but nervously, and I was like, I don't know why I felt the need to apologize, I was like, I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry
just
about
that. All right, cool, man. I'll see you later. And I just walked out the store, and I was like, this is fucking funny, bro.
Holy shit. Well, that's the thing right now. You said Walgreens, right?
Yeah.
You know, they closed, like, a bunch of them. I forget what city it was. They closed, like, 8 stores because right now there's a thing in Walgreens where, like, the people are just going in and taking shit.
I saw a video of some dude taking a bunch of lean recently.
Oh, that's and also those like expensive stores, like the Louis Vuitton stores. And all
that's
that.
awesome. That's
all.
Yeah.
But Walgreens though, they were on the news, and I forgot what city it was, but they had to close 8 stores. Like they permanently closed them for that whole week because people are coming in and just taking. So it's like a Walgreens trend, I guess.
Bunk gang shit.
It's a TikTok trend.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. A TikTok.
All right, but yeah, I just had to bring that up because I was
follow
like,
us on TikTok too. Is that gonna
be follow us on TikTok.
Follow Habitats on TikTok.
Yeah, follow Habitats, bro. All right, so we got the whole reason we got Habitats. Exclusive interview. First interview ever.
Yeah.
Never given an interview before.
Never.
This is number
first time
1.
We're on camera. This is what we look like first time on camera.
Okay, because honestly, okay, because you guys put out an EP, right? You guys, I don't know, it feels like forever ago now, just because I've been listening to it a lot. It's I can't say the fucking title, and there goes the song. But what's the name of the fucking thing? Because I, for the love of God, I read it, and I was like, this doesn't make sense to me.
I'll let Louie say it just because he's the one that came up with it.
It's titled "Live, Love, Laugh Now, Cry Later."
Okay,
did you say that right? Because I don't even know.
Yeah, live, love, laugh now, cry later. Why?
Right? Why? Where did that come from?
Where did you get the idea?
I don't know. At first, it was kind of.
He was at Target and he seen both things.
No, because it's a combo of live, love, laugh, right? And I always thought that was hilarious, and I would say it like ironically, because I thought it was hilarious. And then, well, there's the Chicano, the laugh now, cry later.
That's a Chicano thing,
isn't it? Well,
it's like
I associate with the art, with the mask.
Right.
That's how I associate it.
I thought it was like this whole comedy thing going on.
Is it? Nah. Well, I know a lot of Chicano and like Chicano art uses that phrase.
Right. With the crying like theater faces or like the Joker faces.
Right.
Yeah.
And the tattoos.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm not saying this like on some fanboy shit, but like it's one of my favorite things to listen to. Yeah. Swear to fucking God, dude. I think like this is like because if you want to give a quick rundown, because Carlos wasn't in the band. So, like, Carlos, like, and Louie, well, both of you weren't in the band at first, right?
Yeah.
So how did that come about? How did you end up joining the band? And how did Carlos end up getting recruited?
Well, when the band started, I think I want to say 2017.
It's been kind of a minute.
It's been a minute. The original lineup, I knew 2 of the people in the band. And so when I heard, like, one of my friends is in a band and they're playing a show, like, I went to go see it, you know?
You remember where that show was at?
It was in between Little
How
Village
you
and
not
Pilsen.
remember your first show?
I didn't play
No,
the show. I went to see them.
Okay.
You don't
I
remember
forgot.
the name of the place?
No, it was like someone's yard, and I forgot. There was
Oh,
like a
a
name
yard
to
show.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I forgot the name of it. So I went to go see him to support, you know, and I was like, yo, I really like this song. And it was actually the song Grown.
That's my favorite song.
It's just his favorite song.
To play.
Really?
To play at least.
And
That's the one with Ruben on it?
No.
No.
It's like one of the. I think it's actually the first Habitat song ever made.
Oh, okay.
So I went to check them out. I saw this music and I was like, yo, this is a really cool song or a really cool band. And like I drew their first logo too before I was even in the band.
Oh shit, you've been doing logos for a minute then.
Yeah, I'm. Whew. So I did that for them, and then, you know, I was like, yo, I just picked up a bass, and I was like, I don't know how to play bass, you know, but I have like I played guitar a little bit in like high school, so I was like familiar with the instrument.
Mm-hmm.
So like transitioning to the bass was easier because I dabbled with guitar for a little bit. So I bought a guitar or a bass on Craigslist, and I was jamming with Eligio, who eventually was in Habitats, but he wasn't in Habitats at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And I was jamming with him for a while. So I was like learning, you know, like, oh, a bass player, you'll most likely follow the guitar player. So it's kind of easier to like pick it up because especially at the beginning, if you're trying to learn, you're probably following the guitar
And
player.
you already had intentions or already thinking, like, I kind of want to be in this band?
Not necessarily, no. I actually just threw it out there. I was like, oh, if you ever need a bass player, let me know, you know? And like,
So you
jokingly.
You kind of kicked your way in.
Oh no, you got a lucky break.
I kind of, yeah, because the person just moved out to another state. And
okay.
And then Eric, the singer, was like, yo, you're in Habitats now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh,
You went
shit.
to high school with Eligio?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He don't even know, isn't it?
This is like honestly, yeah, I don't even know like the whole
Right.
story of Habitats. It's I would tell what I told Louie. I actually told him this recently, but like I knew about Habitats because you know like I would see that they were a local band. But I mean their music was cool and everything, and I thought there was like the first local band that I saw that was there was like some Mexican kids doing emo rock, you know, like shit. And that was when I was younger, and then it was funny because like one time I seen a kid wearing a Habitat shirt somewhere, and I was like, oh shit, fuck Habitats.
Oh,
Damn. He was like, you know Habitats, and I was like, well, yeah.
You dead
I'm
ass
just
told them
fucking-
fuck
Yeah.
Habitats?
Oh shit. That's what I told Louie. And I'm like, now I'm in the band.
And now you're in the band, take that.
Awesome day.
But yeah, no, I low key, no, I did recognize Habitats with like.
So how did you end up like coming around to like into the picture like with Habitats?
I think we just put up like, hey, we're looking for a new guitar player. DM us or whatever. He was one of them.
Did you know Carlos?
So it was a weird time for me and Louie. I feel like we seen each other everywhere, and we would just give each other that look, but not like confront each other or say hi. Even though we had all these mutual friends.
We had a lot of mutual friends. But I think what's funny about me and Carlos, like, I met him plenty of times, I would say. And one time I played basketball with him. And and it was me and Eligio, funny enough.
And it was
the
me and
guitar
my
player,
boys.
the other guitar player of Habitats, because me and him would go to the gym all the time. And then one day we played basketball with him and his boys, and like I was like, man, this dude looks really familiar. Like I can't put my
I
finger on it.
remember you telling us this in the
Yeah.
group chat we
I
had.
was like, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. So I was just like, whatever. We played basketball, and then like whatever, and then we went to another show.
We
and
won,
he was,
by the way.
and he was
My
there.
team won.
Allegedly. And I went to a show and he was there. He's like, yo, we played basketball the other day. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, and then from there, that's when I finally remembered like this guy, you know, like I would always forget him because I'd see him at shows and people I knew him. So like people are going up to him like, oh, what's up? So I felt rude, like, you know, not saying hi to you. I was like, oh, what's up? I'm
Nah, he
Louie.
was rude. He didn't say that to me. He was too cool.
Nah, I've said hi to you before.
Yeah,
And then, you know, sometimes for me, like, I got to have, like, a full-on conversation with you or, like, see you a couple times before the meet or, like, really stick, like, You know, like who you are. Like if I see you and it's like a hi and bye, like I probably won't remember. Like, and so after we played basketball, and then he told me like, "Yo, we played basketball the other day." I was like, "Oh shit!"
So technically, your friendship's kind of new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we talked a little bit after that. It wasn't even until he like practiced with the band and like joined the band that like I hung out with him more. Because then he started hanging out with us.
We're
and the
talking
guys.
about what, like almost maybe a year and a
Year and a half.
Year and a
Probably
half?
Not even a year, right?
Well, I mean, I joined Habitat's like a year and a couple months. So, yeah.
You think so? Has it been a
Because
year?
remember it was July.
crazy. Because to be honest, I don't.
Oh, you're right. 'Cause we took our first
I don't
photo
even know.
shoot.
I feel like John. I never. With you.
I've never. To be honest, and I'm not saying this like, oh, I know everyone at shows type bullshit, because I don't. It's kind of like I don't think I've ever seen you at shows.
I think it's because I would go to. Well, no, actually. Well, for me, it was more. I guess because you went to the hardcore. You went to the hardcore shows a little bit more, and I didn't really get into hardcore until I guess after high school. Because high school for me was like modern baseball, the story so far, basement, citizen, all that title fight, all that shit.
How old are you?
25.
25. So we're in the same age range. Yeah, because now that I think about it, it's like I didn't know Carlos until I was like, oh, we got a new
You
guitar
got the
player.
chat.
And then I was like, who's Carlos, dude? It's like I've never, honestly.
Because I remember when I knew even about cognitive thought, like,
oh shit,
that was the first time that I seen Ozzy, and then it was like,
oh
I was like,
really?
who the hell's. Not the first time I seen Ozzy. I mean, like in the whole like scene type of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I was like, I seen you, and I was like, okay, I don't know this guy. Like I thought I had seen everybody. I was like, I don't know this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You were at the gallery night, whatever.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna go though, but I remember Ozzy had invited me, but I think I
okay.
might have worked or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, where are you from? Because honestly, like we said, I already know, but for everyone else, like, where did you come up in the city? Like, where are you from? Originally from and all that shit.
He wants an address.
So
Yeah, what's your address, dude?
I was born in the Brighton Park neighborhood. Then I moved to West Lawn, and I spent most of my life in West Lawn.
In West Lawn. And okay.
And I moved back to Brighton Park now.
Okay, that's interesting because honestly, I don't know.
I have no idea where that is.
It's in the,
What?
It's in the
Like by what streets?
Brighton Park.
Yeah.
Brighton Park is like by where Kelly High School is at.
Just take if you just
Archer
follow
in
at
California.
if you.
Archer.
I feel like the main street through Brighton Park is Ashland.
No, that's like back of the yards. I think.
Oh, that's back
Right,
of the
yeah,
yards.
Yeah.
But isn't it back of the yards kind of like
It's
the
like they're next to
neighboring
each
thing?
other. Like
Okay.
I think Western is like I'm not sure honestly, because like when I even looked it up, I'm not even from West Lawn. I'm like from West Elston or something like that, which is
That
like
weird-
right next to West Lawn.
That's where I'm from.
Right, because we
I
live
don't
up
even know
West.
where it's
Well, my
at.
parents live.
Yeah.
West Elston, whatever.
Elston. I can't
Yeah.
even say it. That's why I just say West Lawn.
I mean,
Even then, I just say I'm from like around Midway.
Okay, yeah, that makes yeah. That's I know where that is.
yeah, because honestly, well, I want to get a little bit into like
That's
your
my
musical background, bro.
My
'Cause, like,
musical background.
okay, because like I said, the new EP's fucking fire. I don't know, Walter, Ivan, did you guys listen to it?
Last week I was
Listen
listening
to
to
it
it for a
and saw it
while.
live. It was good.
Yeah, I see.
I,
Him.
yeah,
I didn't get to see it live. That
Seen him at
sucked.
shows.
Oh yeah, you did get to see it.
Yeah.
Too.
What? Yeah, I was listening to it last week for a while. Like I was listening through all your guys' work, and I
Did he
enjoyed a
make
lot
it,
of it.
It was torture. He made you listen to it.
No.
Hey, yo, we're gonna interview you guys this next week. You need to
No.
listen to
So
it.
I've listened to
Even
you
if
guys.
you
before.
did, I appreciate that.
I've listened to you guys before, right? Since the first time you came on. Well, John obviously always talks about you guys, and so I've listened, but I've never really like sat down and listened to it all. And it's all the songs, and it's a vibe for sure. It puts you in a mood, and
When you
Yeah.
listen to new
enjoyed
music,
it.
you definitely gotta listen to it a couple times.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess if you like it, you like it at first. But like, even if it's something I don't like I'll give it. If I give it another try, I'll probably like it the second time more than I did like the first time.
Because honestly, from seeing Habitats, like I don't know, I've seen them before you were in the band. I probably went to go see Louie maybe like a handful of times, and I feel like one of the like it was already a good band, but I feel like it was always kind of in my opinion, I was like, is it missing something? Like to like I didn't know if there was something missing here. Like what can make this my favorite band? And I like whatever that is. I feel like since you joined the band, I think it's that band's gone a step up. Even a couple steps up. Honestly, like, What's the song? Blue. Is it called Blue?
Dark Blue.
Dark Blue is one of my favorite songs. You
I
know.
hate playing that song.
You hate playing that song.
It's so hard. My hand cramps up.
Oh, okay. Because honestly, that's one of my favorite songs, and it has one of my favorite like lyric parts on it. I was like, yo,
Dude,
that's just.
When you posted that lyric bar for Dark Blue on Instagram, I did not know it said that, and that shit was hard.
Dude, I was like, damn. I was like, who wrote the lyrics for that song? You know,
Eric wrote the lyrics.
I was like, yo, Eric kind of like went
Eric
off
has,
on.
I really like
deep
Eric's
shit.
lyrics. Yeah, I really like Eric's
Yeah.
lyrics.
How was it like? Well, obviously, because you're coming into a band, and then you obviously they already have Eric. How was it like the writing process, like writing lyrics? Like, was there any kind of like
Did you want to get your
tensions
input
there?
right away?
First
Right.
of all, you
These
should say
songs?
he's the guitar player and the vocalist too. So people who don't know what he does.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess we
fine.
should have clarified that. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
He plays
you
guitar
asked me a
and
question,
sings.
you didn't even let me answer it.
Yeah, we started jumping in.
All right, so what was the first question you had asked?
Oh well, okay. We could go back. Let's like
Rewind.
your musical background.
Okay.
Okay, because like honestly, at first sight, if I look at you, I'm like, oh, that guy doesn't play instruments or anything. Like you don't look like the musical
I feel like I
type.
get that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of stupid to say because what are you supposed to look like if you
Right.
play
You're
music,
supposed to look
right?
like fucking Louie.
Right.
I mean, not even.
He's not geared up today, so he feels.
I don't know what you're looking at.
Walk around with an
kidding,
amp.
man.
With him.
Right.
I'm incognito mode today.
But yeah, so like,
Yeah.
what was your like background in music? Like, how'd you get into music?
So for me, definitely had a lot to do with my dad. My dad's been a
Okay,
musician his whole life. He plays the bass. He's a really good bass player. Like I look up to him in that fact. Like he's an amazing bass player. He wanted me to learn Mexican music when I was like 6th, 7th grade. But Guitar Hero came out, and I really liked the game and everything. So, no wait, hold on. Before even Guitar Hero started, I don't know what it was, but I liked rock music. And my dad got me a guitar, and I didn't want to get an acoustic. I was like, I want to get an electric guitar. Fuck the bullshit. So he actually got me an electric guitar.
He said, "Fuck the bullshit."
So I didn't really like get into the guitar right away. But I remember the only reason I got Guitar Hero was I told my dad, "Oh, it's gonna make me play better. Buy it for me."
That's like a misconception when you're a kid. That Guitar Hero is
Oh,
somehow
yeah, for
gonna
sure.
help you.
It's gonna help with the picking, at least some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
help with. No, it doesn't help with shit.
All right, it actually probably messes you up.
Probably
Probably
worse.
That's funny as hell.
but yeah, I mean, it was mostly my dad, and then yeah, I mean, I started hanging out with a couple of my friends from elementary school that also played instruments, and we always play. We always had we would hang out. And we would play some songs together. Mostly just Blink-182 songs when we were younger. But I mean, as far as writing music, I feel like we never really got to that point. Like as serious. I mean, we were young, so.
Right.
And then it's after we all graduated high school and shit, we all did our own thing. But it was always like me. I still wanted to keep doing it. I wanted to keep doing music. So I was always writing songs. Like even right now, like I got songs that I've been having for like 6-7 years, and I'm finally finishing them to like where they're like, all right, they're finally finished.
That's kind of crazy.
But yeah, as far as my musical background, that's what it is. I mean, yeah, just
Started
got
with your
into rock music. But I mean, even now, like shit, I listen to like everything. When I went to college, right after high school, just for a little bit, and took a jazz class, shit's amazing. Like I fucking love jazz too. But yeah, like mostly any type of genre, like
From there.
yeah.
And you guys, and the second part of the question, then I'll let you guys ask any questions you guys have. Is like, okay, so like Eric's already in the band. I'm assuming he's the main writer of like lyrics and shit, right?
Yeah, I feel like well, yeah, obviously before I got there, I'm pretty sure that he was.
Yeah, like I would contribute here and there, but it was mostly him.
Yeah. So when we were writing songs together, I mean, for most of the year, we weren't really worrying too much about the lyrics. We were more worrying about like the core of the songs, making sure that we have these 4 songs, as far as musically. Lyric wise, for me, I write lyrics on the spot as I'm playing the song because I need I feel the vibe and stuff like that. Like I kind of just like throw whatever like
Is that the case? Is that the case with the EP you guys put out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
He came up with the songs, the lyrics, like pretty quick. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, I mean, like even when we were at practice, we were kind of like, I don't know how to say it, like, not worrying about the lyrics, but we were like, fuck, we need to start working on them, you know. It's like a month from now where we got to go to the studio. So it got a little, not frustrating, but I was like, man, we just got to just, like, this is, I told him straight up, like, because I felt like at first I didn't want to input too much on the lyrics because, like, damn, you're going to be like, this guy's going to, you know, not take over the band, but, you know.
Yeah.
So, but there was a point where, like, I noticed that they needed help, so I was like, you know, let's, fuck it. I told Taz, I'm like, bro, just start playing the songs. I'm like, I'm just going to say some sad shit. And either way, like, every time I write lyrics and I'm playing the guitar, like, while I'm writing, or, you know, starting to write lyrics, I'm just jamming to the song, like, creating a scenario in my head and shit, and, like, just, you know, singing about it, making sure it rhymes here and there. And that's the thing, you don't really have to worry about it rhyming and shit. As long as it goes with the flow of the song, it goes good. Like, that's the thing about with Eric. So this is, you know, how it comes with Eric.
Right.
So the cool thing about, like, our differences in the writing helped a lot. Like, Eric had, for most of the songs, I think we helped each other finish off the songs. I think Eric had, like, in two of them, he wrote most of them, and in two of them, I wrote, you know, most of the lyrics. But there was, like, some parts where I had to write lyrics for his, and, you know, he helped me out with mine. But what I really liked about Eric's lyrics is, like, his lyrics are more, like, they're deeper. They have a little bit more meaning to, I guess, to him personally, just because of the fact that he writes them with, like, not really jamming to the song so much. Like, you know, and he has, like, I have a bad vocabulary, I guess you can say. I wish it was a little bit wider. So Eric has these bigger words and stuff that make it, you know, a little bit more.
Motherfucker poetic.
Yeah, he's pretty poetic. Yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, like, so in that fact, like, he had all these, like, lyrics, like, yeah, he had a good amount of lyrics or whatever, and it was just me helping him change it up a little bit just so it still went for the flow of the song, you know, because, like, oh, this word's too long, this word's too short, you know, just making sure the flow is still there.
Would you say you're opposite to each other? Like, one of you writes lyrics and then adds the music, and the other one writes the music, then adds lyrics?
Yeah, a little bit to the sense, but I guess you can say for every song, or for every time you even work on music, it's always going to be different. Okay. I guess as far as having a straight routine for it, it's never going to stay the same. It always has to do with the feeling and how you, I guess.
So, Jake, just another question for both of you. It's like, are you guys satisfied with your input on, like, lyrics-wise? Or you feel like you want to contribute more into, like, you want to put more of your, whatever you're thinking in your head, you know? You're like, do you guys still have a lot more of lyrics you're, like, trying to get out there?
Me personally, not really. I don't like how I write. I feel like I'm not a good writer. I'm better editor.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, when it was just Eric writing lyrics and he'd come up with stuff, and, like, we're in the studio, low key, a lot of the times that's the first time I'm really grasping the lyrics. So that's when, like, things will, like, stick out at me, like, oh, that doesn't flow right. What if we change this? Or,
yeah.
Because you're literally just sitting in that room for hours and you're hearing these lyrics over and over, so then you kind of get, like,
right.
You know what? This kind of sounds funny. What if we do this instead? So I'll contribute in that aspect, but, like, as far as writing songs, actually I wrote one of them, which was on their first EP, which is Numb, and that was, like, the first time I ever did it, just because Eric was really struggling. So I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll try it. But I was like, bar styles are so different, so I wonder if other people caught, like, oh, that wasn't Eric who wrote it, because I'm not as poetic as he is, you know. Like, that motherfucker.
It was good. I like them.
So, like, okay, we all know Louie does Mind in Chains. He's a graphic designer. Everyone always go hit up Louie.
Hell yeah.
He does amazing shit, as you can see.
There you go. You got the shirt on. I got the hoodie on.
Which I still
insert pop tag here.
For real, link
in the description.
No. Don't do that shit. You don't have the pop tag right here.
It's gotta be in the video.
I want you to really be an editor at this episode, alright?
Fuck.
So, like,
insert my logo here. My pop tag.
There you go.
So kind of like from doing all that, like doing the graphic design shit, and then joining the band, did you feel like you were like, okay, I don't have full control, creative control over what's happening right now? Did you feel all right with taking the back seat?
He still has full creative control.
as far as visuals, yes, because that I think is my main.
Excluding the visuals, like the music itself, the writing process, and all that. Do you feel like I don't know, because I'm usually the one that takes control.
I want to know what he has to say about this.
No,
Or do you feel like I know my place, I know my lane, and I know I could I could dabble here and there if I need to?
I feel like we have like a open room when it comes to writing. Like it's not like, oh, Eligio wrote that song, I can't touch it. We don't do that at all.
No, so that's what I really liked about working with Habitats. Yeah, that shit was like just a whole group effort.
Right. Like
even the song that I had made before I brought it into Habitats, like. We just made it into Habitats.
So you guys are just really open about it. Nobody takes offense if anyone
exactly
edits a bit of their song.
Hell no.
Like we're all in there.
Dude, you need that shit. You
songs,
need that shit.
like,
you need like 2-3 years, like and dude, John. I showed John one of my songs the other day, and I told him, bro, give me your legit opinion, and he gave me his legit opinion. That same or the next day, whatever, I jammed my drummer, and I was like, yo, my boy said this. Let's try it like this, and we actually liked it. Wow. It sounded how. I actually didn't tell him until right now. So.
Yeah, John, you might be on the next song.
No. Okay.
Yeah, but, I mean, yeah. I think this anytime song structures, I think it's like an open room. Like if someone's not feeling it, like hopefully they speak up. Like, yeah, you know what? That's not right. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about it because it's. And I think he struggled with that aspect when he first joined the band.
Because it's not like someone's biting their tongue while they're doing this and it's like, yo, you might as well speak up now.
And he didn't want to sing or, like, have his input. He's like, oh, it's not my band. I'm like, no, bro, we got you in the band. Like, I want your input. I want to use you for your full talents. Like, it would be a waste of your talents if you were in the band and you're not singing. Because, honestly, like, the singing aspect is, like, what really won everybody in the band over. Like... So now, like you said, now you like you said, it added it went to the next step with his vocals, right?
It definitely did.
And like that's why when we tried him out and like I showed him, because he had songs on his Instagram, like little videos of his solo stuff, and I was like, yo, this guy, he can sing, he knows guitar obviously, but he can sing. Like I think he'll be a good he'll add a good dynamic because him and Eric's voices are so different.
Yeah, that's very true.
When I showed a couple of my friends songs at first, that was one thing they mentioned. They like the two different voices.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
They complement each other very well.
Right, that's the main thing people have been telling me. Like, oh, it's so much better now. They complement each other. Like, you guys are taking the next step, and I was like, that's good to hear.
Right.
And that's just with. How I'm seeing it is like, well, we only wrote 4 songs, and like that's with him getting acclimated to the band. So like, imagine now that we
get more comfortable.
Yeah, we got more comfortable. We kind of know what we're doing together as a unit. Like I'm more excited for all right, what we're gonna do next.
Right.
Going off of what John was asking, I was already thinking about like, does it ever get frustrating when you guys are recording like in the studio? Because you talk about everybody's input, right? And but I imagine at some point things kind of have to get frustrating. No. Does it not?
Or do you like air that out before you go into the studio?
Yeah, I think when we're in the studio, we already have like most of the songs like done. Right. So you're just kind of in there.
We just really get like the input from the
vocals, really.
And then like the person recording us, like Joe, like we'll just get input from him.
Right. Where do you guys record at actually?
Joe with Joe Scaletta.
Word of Mouth.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out Joe. He recorded the Habitats EP, the very first one, Dead Dreams, and then he also recorded this one. So we've been working with him for a while. So good guy.
I just think it
recorded. Go in.
Because I just think it's awesome, dude. Like honestly, like I can't say this enough, and I'm gonna say it a bunch of times. My friends wrote some of my favorite music, and that's fucking crazy to me. Cause they're right here, dude. They wrote. I'm at work and I'm singing those lyrics in my headphones, and I swear to God, I'm not lying, and I'm just singing them out loud. Cause I'm like, dude, this fucking EP fucking. It's just rocks, dude. It's so fucking crazy.
Badass too, right?
And
I think it's really cool when you have like I have like a couple friends in high school that have like they be rapping,
right?
And bro, like I think their shit is so good sometimes. Like this shit's fire. Like I'll be at work too listening to that. I think you have a better connection to the song. You know that it's good to you, and like it's like you know the person, so like you feel that much better about
honestly, it. Honestly, Habitat should be the. I don't see why Habitats can't be the next big rock band for Chicago. Honestly, that's my honest opinion when I hear this. It's like, yo, you remember, I was just thinking about this a couple of days. Habitats was on the radio like 3 years ago at this point, maybe?
Yeah, when we released That Dreams EP, actually.
Dude, imagine if these songs were on the radio. Dude, I think there's a legit chance that this band, dude, honestly, it'll catch a lot of people's ears. Because it's that good. Like, it's that good. good, dude. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. It's my favorite fucking thing ever.
You never told me any of this, so this is new to me too. I was like, oh, shit.
It's so, honestly, I don't see why you guys can't just blow up in Chicago. There's no reason why.
I'm
like,
sure
you
that's
guys
what they're
shouldn't.
working on. Right?
I know, but
That's
it's
our
like
goal.
it's because like I'm saying, it's like everyone knew Habitat's locally here, but I think this is pushing them like, you know, to the forefront and be like, hey, like everyone pay attention to what's happening to this band out here. It's like,
Speaking of which, any plans? Like, are you planning to play outside the Chicagoland area?
I mean, that'd be the goal for sure. I definitely want to do that this year. Like, we haven't really gone out of the state. We've gone out of the city, but not out of the state. So I do want to definitely get out there more.
Go to Indiana.
We definitely need that. Hey, as long as it's out of the state, and it's a good show.
Yeah, to be honest, somebody comes fucking.
Hey, Indiana's a whole new audience. If we go, you know, I'll go.
that's true. That's true. Oh, okay. So like Obito. Obito's one of my favorite fucking songs ever. So, dead ass. So like, why Obito? Why the type? Obviously, any anime person knows. We all know the thing about Obito. Ivan definitely knows. But why did you choose Obito as the title?
So
what
you want me to kill it for you right now?
Huh?
Do you want me to kill it for you right now? The lyrics have nothing.
Okay.
Well, when I came up with the name Obito, they have nothing to do with the lyrics.
Nothing.
No, it was
That's
until
interesting. Okay.
It wasn't until last week I was listening to Obito and I was just like, the lyrics kind of go with Obito.
Okay, that's crazy. 'Cause in my head, I'm like,
just
Hot-
shattered
yeah,
it.
no.
I know.
It's a little hard,
It's
dude.
just, like, look, let me tell you,
It's like, fuck
like
that song.
Yeah.
a lot of the
No,
times,
that's cool.
A lot of the times I write lyrics, like, you know, my girlfriend would ask me, "Oh, who's that about?" Like,
which is what I want to get to. Okay, go ahead.
right, but I'd be like, always like, bro, I don't know. I just create scenarios in my head. Like, it wasn't until like, I don't know why we named, like, we were just thinking of different names and I don't know. I guess the lyrics did have a little influence towards it.
Honestly, because when I listen to it and then I'm thinking about whoever's seen the show, we know how Obito gets crushed and whatever. He goes through his pain. I'm thinking about his whole pain and suffering in his journey, what happens to him, and I'm listening to it and I was like, it kind of fits the mood, you know?
Yeah.
Like that ass.
Say that it's about Obito.
But it is.
It's about Obito, right?
It's about Obito.
It's Obito and Rin, right?
Just like, the
sure.
whole EP is through Obito and Rin's
Here's the
perspective.
question. You seen Shippuden, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where Obito's at. Come on, man.
Okay, you seen Shippuden too. Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I know Walter hates anime.
I don't hate anime. I just
he
never.
hates anime.
I don't.
He's
hate
not gonna
it.
show his true colors on
No,
camera.
I swear to God.
Although
he
he has
he
done.
says
a bunch
I
of times
hate
on the
anime.
podcast.
Yeah, I do show my true colors on the podcast, but no, I don't hate anime. I just don't watch it.
Because honestly,
But I want to watch it.
you know,
You have to start
I've
with the
been,
old
I've
stuff,
been wanting
I
to
think.
watch Attack on Titans. Yeah. I used to watch.
Yeah, I mean it's a good anime
It's a
too.
great anime.
But like one of my favorite lines in the song is "I become too sweet to so many faces." What does that mean to you? What does that specific line mean to you? And I can just imagine what Daisy is like. She's hearing this and she's like, "What is it like?" Because when I hear that, I'm like, "Yo, like."
You know, low key,
Like, who's it dedicated to?
when I came up with that lyric, it sounded good to me, but I was like, what the fuck does this even mean?
I
sounds
feel like
good.
a lot of the times for bands, like when people come up to them and be like, "This is my favorite lyric," it's sometimes the ones that like, what does that even mean? Or like that probably doesn't mean anything to me. But like,
It's because like I feel like a lot of the stuff that like I guess I come up with, it's a universal. It's whatever it means to you, I guess. You know,
Right,
it's
and
gonna
that's
have, you're gonna have a different feeling of it just because you know you might have some personal, you know, experiences that bring you closer to that lyric or whatever.
it like ties it and relates to
Right,
it.
yeah.
Right.
Did you and Eric write that, or was it just you?
I think that part might have just been.
So you wrote Eric's part on that?
That's interesting.
So
What?
Obito for the most. So Obito was a song. That was a song, right?
That was a song.
That was a song that brought to Habitats. I had the main main lyrics already written out, and then it was just the end that I needed a little bit help with. That Eric did help me out with some of the bars there, but that one specifically, I remember. I wrote it, and I remember like I like singing that part too. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, that's a hard ass, but that
Like,
part.
like it could be like it could be deep, you know. It might not be that deep to me, but it's a deep lyric. Yeah.
Right, and I think that's why it hits hard. Every time I hear it, I'm like, that one just like hits. Is like for even whether you go through something or not, I feel like you can always just relate any kind of lyric
I'm like
to yourself in any
now.
kind of
What
way.
does it mean to me? Like I'm over here thinking about hard as hell.
You're ruining all your songs.
Like even
No, like I'm thinking about it like
exposing
in a
his
good way.
song.
Like that shit. I mean, when I wrote it, I was like, man, like I was just thinking about like what it could mean for me. And like, it
Right.
does have meaning to me. You know?
I mean, like the whole thing. I mean, obviously, like I like the whole line too. Like an angel in the sky, you're never coming down. Like when I hear that, I'm like, damn, dude. Like that one just hits.
See, that one fits.
I don't know why-
That was the line that I think that was the one that was like, all right, this could be like Obito.
I don't
Yeah, 'cause
even
that's
why I'm
what
getting
I-
emotional
when
over
we-
it. Like I almost want to cry when I said that shit to myself.
So that's why when he brought up the name to name it Obito,
Louis hated it.
I
first.
did hate it.
Oh, really?
Louis hates everything I say at first.
That's true.
That's true.
But it's because so we actually had an unreleased song that we never recorded that had a Naruto name. So then
Are you? Is
I don't think it's gonna be recorded anymore.
what was it? Just
Remember
give us
the-
the exclusive.
Remember it was the one with the synthesizer. And
Oh my god, bro, we spent like a whole month and a half
we
working on
wasted
that
so much
song.
time on that song.
And the whole time I was like, that was like when I first joined Habitat, so I was like, all
Wait,
right,
the
I'm gonna let
song
them
title
be-
was
I'm
related
gonna let them do
to.
their thing.
It was gonna be a Naruto name.
They had a piano in the room and shit.
I forgot what we were gonna call it. I think it was gonna be called
Like, was that?
Basenga or something. I don't
Oh,
know. It was gonna be
no.
something Naruto related. I forgot what. So when we scrapped the song and then we were trying to come up with a name for that song, he was like Obito, and we were like, why Obito? Like it didn't make sense, you know. And then eventually we're like, yeah, whatever, we'll make it Obito.
And now it's just kind of when I see it on the track list, I'm like, that's perfect. It just kind of works.
Told you,
know?
Louis.
I mean, I like the song. I mean, I wouldn't have okayed it if I didn't go be like, you know what? It
If
could
you
work.
had to rename that song, what are you renaming it to?
Whatever. It was actually the working title was Carlito's song.
Carlitos.
That's how we
song.
recorded it, and that's
Oh,
how
yeah. When we got the
first
files, it says Carlitos song.
Wow.
That's for a while was that, but no, it's
Glad it
good.
wasn't
I'm
that.
okay with
I
it.
think
And
Obito's
then-
better.
Yeah.
Louis literally has like you know how he does all the graphic designing thing. Like for the back cover, when he had the songs listed, he had that shit on there. I think I have a picture on my phone. Like I was about to upload that one instead of like the actual track.
Oh, really?
I looked at it twice. I'm like, oh shit, this is the one that says Carlitos song.
It is fun because I listened to that EP, man, and like I said, I like it a lot. Honestly, I feel like those songs are so good. They're meant to like stage dive to. Like I feel like this, like you need to
Please
play
do.
a show at B Kitchen. Dead ass. Like you guys need to play those songs at the B Kitchen for those songs to pop off like crazy. Because honestly, Mind to Heart. When you do,
I want to jump around, dude. That
when
song,
I hear
like,
that song, I
wanna-
swear to God, when I heard it, I was like, I wish there was a fucking stage so I could just start jumping all over
I
everyone
fucking
right
love
now.
that song.
Did you write a? Is that your song?
No,
Did
so just so you know, guys, Louis writes the best songs in Habitat.
Did you write that song?
I wrote the bass line that ended
Right,
up
that-
being
that-
the song.
So that was it. Louis was like, "This is a bass riff, which is the same riff that he plays for like other 3 songs in Habitat." But
No, it's not. It's a little different.
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
Well, I wrote the main riff and then the second part Lijo wrote, and I think that's the part you're saying is like all the other songs.
But yeah, Louis would come in with the bass riff himself in the beginning, and I was like, "Oh shit, that sounds badass."
Who's responsible for lyrics?
I think Eric did all the lyrics for that, right?
Yeah, that song
like the
Eric did all the
lyrics.
lyrics. Yeah,
I love that song too. Besides Obito, I mean, just the transition from it's like Obito and A Tu Lado.
Oh,
And-
dude, that shit was. I don't know how we came up with that, but that shit was good.
It was
just one day I practiced.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a. At first, I was like, I don't know how I felt about it, just because it was like not. I don't think necessarily because it was in Spanish, but like, it kind of threw me off a little bit. But then, like after listening to it a bunch of times, I was like, that's the perfect like transition from Obito to that, and then kicking it into, from Mind to Heart. I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah, I want to say like I love the song "Hate Me." That's probably
Oh
it
my
was
God, that's another-
it was one of my favorite songs. But then I heard "A Tu Lado" and I was like, "This is." Immediately as soon as I heard it, I was like, "This is my favorite song." And not just because I don't know, dude. It was great. Like it sounds so
song.
different from all the other songs, and to me, it was just perfect. I like that song.
I
a lot.
wish
And
the
that
EP.
was-
Beautiful song.
That
I love
song
that.
was a late addition to the EP. It wasn't gonna be on.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
that's
I knew
originally
it,
just a
dude.
joint you wrote.
Wow.
No, that's
No.
So
That'd have been so sad. It wasn't on there.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
great
glad it's
song.
on there though.
yeah, so I mean, A Tu Lado was basically just like, and I like playing corridos too, because
Okay.
my dad plays norteño
Nice.
and all that.
Yeah.
So it was around the same. I guess it was around the time where I was like learning a lot of Mexican chords and stuff like that. And I would tell Louis, I was like, hey, these chords that we're using, they're basically the ones that they be using for the corridos. So in practice, I would just fuck around and strum it like a corrido.
Yeah.
The same chords from Mine from Heart. Like I was just strumming them like a corrido, and like Louie and them, they were like, oh yeah, you should make a song in Spanish, and I was just like,
I told him, I was like, because it's good, like you know, like. If at first I was annoyed because we're like practicing and then the song ends and he just starts playing that shit, you know?
You're like, take that shit.
And I'm like, bro, we're trying to run through our set list here, you know?
You're kind of the vibe, man.
And then, but I was like, you know, you got a good voice and you know what you're doing. And I was like, you know what? Write a fucking song then. Like I put him on the spot, and at first he's like, "What? No, I don't."
Was everyone
Dude,
down
like,
for
once
that?
they,
But once they heard it, they were
once
down.
that shit was in their head that they wanted me to write one, they were like legit on my ass about it.
And now you don't want to play corridos, right? But when we didn't tell him to, he was all there. He wouldn't shut up. And as soon as we go, you know what? Do it then. He's like, oh.
Wait, man. So that was all your song? Like you did the lyrics on that one too?
Yeah, like one day I was just at the crib and I was like, I remember I was on my couch. And you know it. I don't know if like you know about Untitled, like how the songs are like super slow. Eslabón Armado too. I was just like playing it super slow, and I was like, I'm just gonna say some sad shit.
Honestly, it's kind of awkward because when I listen to that song, I'm like, I just think about him and Daisy.
Oh my god! And that's what I think that.
Dude,
like,
honestly, that's I'm like,
Daisy's gonna hate. Dude, Daisy's.
Because I deadass think of Carlos trying to get into bed and like Daisy sleeping and like. Daisy's like,
he's coming up to me. He's talking about, who's that song about?
And I'm thinking it's a love song between you guys dealing with some shit.
Oh my god!
And that's what goes through my head. I was like, Carlo, what did you do to her? Why is she not accepting your love? She's not accepting your love, dude. Come on, man. What you do to her, man?
I think it's good that he you know, while some things can be, you know, personal or like one-to-one.
Right.
But it's also good to be able to take yourself out of the song and then write songs for the sake of, you know, writing a good song, you know.
And sometimes they might even be better.
Right.
And that's what's crazy about it.
And I used to see like, a lot of videos on like bands and like interviewing and songs, and like a lot of them are not even about themselves. They're like anything serious. They just like came up with a good hook and then they like worked around the hook.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how music could like trigger this emotion, whether you've gone through it or not, but can do that. That's kind of crazy.
To me, honestly, when it comes to music, I get most of my like. To me, what I get personal with is like the actual like rhythm and the vibe of the song, like the way that I'm like strumming the guitar, like the patterns and shit, just like how like the whole sound of it.
Right.
To me, that's what the lyrics, like, you know, and it's crazy because when I listen to music, like I break down the fucking song like fucking crazy, like to instrument, so like this is this, and the lyrics will be the last thing I look at. Yeah, and it sucks because I'll be at live shows and I really like these songs. Like I know all the fucking guitar parts and shit, but I don't know the lyrics.
Which is kind of crazy because it's like just because I guess what I think people don't get or what we should start understanding is like just because you write lyrics or something doesn't mean it's necessarily like true or like it's happened to you or like it's the same thing. I mean, if you're writing, it's like if you're writing a novel or something, it necessarily doesn't have to be true, inspired by true events or whatever. Bro, and I think sometimes you have to like know that like, oh, like it's kind of left to whoever's listening to it to then make it their own.
But you assume just because some of these songs are just
right, which is kind of
so
crazy.
good
right.
that you just assume.
But it's probably because I know Carlos now, so I'm thinking it's personal, and not ever like talking to him like how we're doing now. Like, hey, like is that song about you and Daisy? Like, what's going on, dude? You know?
What's going on?
What's going on? Talk to me.
Talk to me, bro.
Putting him on the spot of the podcast, man. What are you doing?
Putting the whole relationship on the
right, dude.
Hey, this is what
I think Eric's the more personal. Right?
Yeah, Eric's for
sure.
But I like that about Eric definitely in his lyrics.
Yeah, they're more personal.
When we were writing songs, I was like, oh shit, this guy's going through it. No. Oh my god. Like, I got the lyrics, Carlos. I'm like, oh, I read it. I read it. I was just like,
fuck, man, are you alright?
We need to check on this guy.
But even like so, Obito was a song. How old were you when you wrote Obito? Actually.
Oh, are we talking? This is an old song.
Oh, no, it's probably.
I mean, I don't know how old it is.
I think you get confused with another song, but I think
that song was Obito.
Nah,
because you showed it to us acoustically.
No, that was something else.
No, because I wanted you to play it acoustic at first, and you didn't want to.
That would have been a disservice.
Oh yeah, I did play it acoustic. I sent you guys a video.
Yeah,
like a video or something of me just playing it acoustic. Yeah.
So that song originally was acoustic, and it was just like the first phrase. So whenever you hear Eric coming in, like that first part where it's basically the intro. It was literally all he had for that song, and then he just like played it.
I'm talking about it so long that I forget how it even goes now. That's kind of crazy.
Insert song here. We made him like. We then expanded on that song. Like, he brought that riff, and I remember at first he was like, "No, I don't have another part for it." And I was like, "Who cares? Just bring it to practice, and we'll make up a part."
Obito was so fun to write for me. Like,
I think you could tell because you could hear it when you like. It just sounds like it's.
I was able to so I had like these parts that I wanted for it, but I wasn't sure how to put them in. Or when I would play, like I'd be like, "It's missing something," and that's when Eligio, badass guitar player, bro. Like.
I don't feel like he gets enough credit for being in Habitats. We need to shout out Eligio, bro.
Put his goddamn.
We're putting his
picture right here. I always give him like the highest praise because.
Do you know how much editing we're gonna have to do in this video? That's crazy.
My
hours we're gonna be on the.
So let me tell you about Eligio real quick. So
go ahead.
The reason why you should give Eligio so much credit, I give him so much credit myself, just because in the last year that I've been with Habitats, like, bro, I didn't even know shit about pedals or sound and shit, or like. Bro, I have a full-on fucking like pedal board now because of Eligio, and he's donated to me like a couple pedals too and shit. Like, cause his pedal board is like worth like $3,000.
Damn.
I shouldn't have said that. Cut that out.
It's worth. It was free.
It was free. They're actually $30 pedals, guys. You don't gotta steal it.
But I feel like I don't know Eligio like that at all. And the only time I've ever spent time with him is when we went to go see Fiddlehead in Ohio.
In Ohio, you guys went to Ohio?
We drove out. Yeah, he drove out.
Oh, you don't know about that?
I've seen him in Wisconsin. I didn't know they were in Ohio.
That was before that.
Dude, I didn't know you back then. Is he in the photo with us?
So I was actually kind of.
He is in that.
Let me tell you,
in that photo.
The Wisconsin photo.
No. I was actually kind of hurt. so whatever. I was hanging out with me and my girl. You know, me and Daisy pulled up to Wisconsin too because we fucking love Fiddlehead, and what's it called? Yeah, we were like shit. It was like the first time that we were like hanging out with like all of them because they were all there. Like fucking Louie, Oz. I didn't even know you were there. To be honest,
I was there. Yeah.
So yeah, we were all talking to each other. It was weird because we were like in a fucking cafeteria for like a college. It was like the weirdest. It was so dope.
Which is weird.
It was
yeah.
It was so dope. And I forgot what I was talking about. To be honest.
Oh, because of the photo. Because of the photo.
Oh, the photo. Yeah. So yeah, like me and my girl were saying bye to everybody. All right, everybody's heading out, and we dip. We're all happy going home. Well,
You see the photo?
Daisy obviously doesn't. She probably doesn't even. I didn't even mention this to her, but like, I seen the photo. I was like, these motherfuckers.
Sons of bitches.
I was like, because I really like Pat Flynn, from Have Heart and all that shit. And I was like, dang, I took a picture with him by myself, but that picture was just badass because he was shouting out all the Chicago kids that went to his show, and I was like, damn, I'm not one of those Chicago kids that went to the show.
He's from Indiana.
Naperville, Carlos.
Dude, that day it was crazy. Me and my girl got there to Wisconsin. We hop out of our car after being in the car for 3.5 hours, and we locked the keys in the car.
Damn.
We had to call a locksmith. He was pretty quick, but yeah, shit sucked.
How much you pay?
$80, but it was covered by the insurance.
Oh, okay.
They reimbursed her.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fucking badass.
You brought up You brought up Have Heart. You guys, you listen to Have Heart,
Yes.
right? Some of the songs, and that's a band that came to my head when I was listening to the songs, and I was like, that's kind of a band that came to my head, and that's what I was thinking of. Like, this kind of sounds familiar to Have Heart. Is there an inspiration there?
Have Heart is definitely an inspiration to me. I think not so much for me writing this music though.
No.
What I was gonna say about Hate Me, we got a little sidetracked, but what I was gonna say about writing Hate Me, was it Hate Me? No, Obito. So how you said that after that first part, I remember I had that second part, the build up, right after.
Oh yeah.
Where I start screaming.
That's
so that part to me was a little bit touche Mori. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Yeah,
That was a little bit more.
For what song?
For Obito.
Okay.
After
that part where you said too sweet to so many faces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're talking about that part, right?
Yeah. So those stops and like those build-ups, like to me it was like when I was writing, I was like, damn, this reminds me of Touche Mori.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love Touche Mori.
I love. Did you listen to Stage 4?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I cried during that album.
Yeah,
Did you listen to that album?
This man cries at
it's
every
all-
album. Man. Get this
Dude,
guy out
that
of here.
album is so fucking personal. It's
Yeah, I was gonna
basically-
say, that's
it's
what I
about
really
his
like
mom
about that
dying
band.
of,
I didn't even
stage
know
4
that.
cancer.
Holy shit.
It's
I remember
so
this.
fucking sad, dude. I legit cried. I haven't heard it since I listened to it because I
Sorry.
can't.
If I go back and listen to it now, I'm probably gonna cry.
Yeah, I can listen to it. If you listen to that blind in your first listen all the way through, don't stop, dude. It's almost like you can't do it because it's like this is just too heavy. That's the definition for me for emo music. Emo.
It's crazy
music.
when you listen to songs like this one specifically. You said that actually has like a background to it, like Joyce Manor. Like when I listened to Constant Headache like all these fucking times, and then one day they tweeted like, "Oh, just so you guys know, this song is from a dog's perspective." And I went and listened to the song. I went and listened to the song, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" Like I was walking around like a house like in a dog's eyes, listening to the whole song, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, listen to the song, bro. It's legit from a dog's
I don't know
perspective.
that band, so I'm gonna listen to it.
Oh yeah, but this is the
I don't
second
know
time I
that.
bring him up to you.
Yeah, I've never listened to that band. That's fucking crazy, dude.
But,
To make music like to have like an idea like that and write lyrics, that's pretty fucking.
wait,
dope.
so when did you write Obito though? You never told me.
It was
'Cause
like
I thought
maybe-
I thought you were like a teenager in high school.
No, that was some other songs. That's smoking drugs.
No, man.
That's my.
All right,
that's
well,
the name of one of
on
my
that,
songs.
inspiration wise, where do you guys get your inspiration?
I think for this album, as far as the sound, we could definitely say like Fiddlehead. We listen to
I
Fiddlehead
could
album.
kind of see that. I could kind of see where you're coming at with that.
I guess Title Fight vibes always. Inspiration. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like we all kind of would say different things, but it's almost, I don't know. I think this EP just flowed a lot
It's-
more naturally, because like I said, we scrapped a bunch of songs, and I guess those felt more forced as soon as we started writing songs with him, like actually in the band, because we were, before we got him, we were already in the process of recording again, so we had like 3-4 songs that we were gonna play or that we were gonna record, and then we got him in the band, and like,
I think you know what we scrapped was pretty quick.
yeah.
I think we right away. Maybe me. I probably didn't feel too comfortable running.
No, that's he didn't seem into him, so like, I guess I guess we'll just keep going then, huh? So I mean, maybe one day we'll revisit those songs, because some of them I listen to sometimes. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's always
cool
like
here.
that. Yeah.
I just wish the EP was longer. That as I wish it was 5 songs.
We tried adding another song, but we had like an idea going at the end, but we ended up
yeah,
scrapping the whole
scrapped
idea.
I mean, I think it worked out for the best because I feel like
It's pretty
just
good.
those songs.
I mean, you guys
those
got
4
you guys
songs.
got lucky. We got 4 because it was only supposed to be 3.
It's only gonna be 3.
Damn.
So we actually
So we got a bonus.
So we recorded the 3 songs.
Yeah, and I had to go back.
and then he went back to
They made me pay out of my
record
pocket.
it again.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just
you
kidding.
didn't.
Hell nah, I asked Louie always, hey, y'all got band funds?
Yeah.
He sent me the money real quick.
Yeah, so even that was a late addition. So I think
That shit was like, yo, Louie's like, are you gonna do it or not? Because it's gonna be released in like 2 weeks.
yeah, we had a timeline, you know, like
At
we
first
gotta
of
stick
all,
to the timeline.
So the reason why we took a little bit longer because he initially wanted me to record it like at my house and shit.
Right,
'Cause
right.
I have all the stuff to record, but
he said he could record it. That's
no,
why.
I said I could try. It's just for me like to be sitting down on a computer, me desespero.
Oh, okay.
I could feel it, yeah. And like, oh fuck, I was gonna say something I totally blanked.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Cheers.
Fuck.
Oh,
Cheers,
let's do
guys.
cheers, man.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
are
man.
doing cheers,
Yeah,
bro.
cheers with water. Come on, guys. This is the last
So
story.
happy. Yeah, cheers to the EP,
What you
the
got
best
in there,
EP ever. No, that's dead ass. Cause bro, dead ass, you guys should be bigger. Just because of that EP,
Low key,
you guys you deserve more clout on that EP. Like I feel like you dead ass do, and I feel like sometimes credit isn't due for whatever
dude,
reason.
honestly, for me, John, I don't know, maybe because I haven't been like playing shows or anything. That shit was, to me, that shit was crazy. But from even the first show that we played, we got hella people that went to that show. And
For a
this-
show that wasn't really catered to like that
Right.
sound, that
Right,
scene.
I was surprised how
Right.
many people were there. For
Right.
And then we threw a show in the same spot, and it was like, hella fucking people went too. I feel blessed. I feel like that shit to me was like awesome. To me, it doesn't get any better than that, but I guess my expectations were super low. But to me, it was like finally I got to play a show in front of all these
Play
people.
the Fallout.
That's awesome, man.
Come on now, the Fallout.
Dude, that last time I played was probably at my high school and shit.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, is this? Were you in a band before?
So yeah, I mean, it was always like with my friends from high school. We never really had like a crazy like official name, or we wouldn't like write songs. We were just like covering songs.
Okay. You guys play in front of an audience though?
Yeah, we played in front of the high school.
You did the whole high school
like,
talent show shit?
We played.
I hated those goofies in high school.
He said I hated those.
I just got a flashback. I'm sorry. There's some fucking kids during talent show. That was so.
No diss to them, but
let me tell you what song.
Hide this.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna say both of them. Fuck it. So I'm gonna say the good one first. Because it's not bad. Okay. My senior year, which I feel like I redeemed myself.
Do you know about that?
I feel like he's brought it up to me before.
Okay, go ahead, Carlos.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but fuck it, it's pretty funny.
This is what you covered. This is what Carlos Celos of Habitat covered in high school.
Yeah, well, it's my senior year. We covered. Shout out to my boys, my boy Caesar, Gio, and Zudiga. We covered Modern Baseball.
I don't know, fucking.
Sounds familiar.
You get.
No, I'm sorry. You suck, dude.
I mean,
Modern Baseball is not even an
know
active band. They got 500,000 monthly listeners.
I know the band.
Sounds
Honestly,
very-
I've heard of it. I don't know their music.
Yeah,
are they from Chicago? Are they from Illinois?
I think they're from
Don't be disrespecting on your podcast.
Pennsylvania? Okay.
So, yeah, they're from Philadelphia.
Pennsylvania.
I see. I don't know. All right. Point is, all right. So that's the first one we played. I forgot what song. So it was cool, It was dope. My freshman year,
Yeah.
Oh my.
we're fucking 14 years old, And
That's his excuse.
I wish we should have just played a fucking Blink-182 song or something.
Even worse.
I would have read it. Hold on.
Why is this guy talking? You remember freshman year, he used to listen to Pierce Seville all the time.
Hey,
Why
man,
is he talking?
Let me tell you, the song was either going to be Pierce Seville, probably.
No,
Which I'm probably glad we didn't do that one because that motherfucker sings high as hell, and all he did was sing. Probably, we played a cover that All Time Low did. We played a cover of a cover.
What the fuck, dude?
What was the cover that All Time Low did?
Rihanna.
Rihanna, what song? What Rihanna song?
I remember you telling me this.
The Umbrella song.
Oh man, dude.
Is there a video of this?
Thank God there's not.
Habitat is gonna cover of your cover, and we're gonna cover the Carlos version.
One of my one of Daisy's friends, one of Daisy's close friends, Claudia, she be coming up to me like, and whenever she remembers, she be like, "Oh, Rihanna."
That sucks. That's cool though.
I mean, yeah, fuck
You
it,
can look back at it. That's great.
Why,
It's to me now. It's like I could look back at it and laugh.
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
I was more embarrassed about it before, but now I could laugh about it.
You went.
Yeah, it's pretty bad actually.
No, that's cool, man. That's a great story. Shit.
I swear to God, I would have just baked your ass. I would have been like,
Yo, for real, John in high school.
You lost all your
bro.
rock credit for sure.
honestly, because in
Hell
high
no, that's
school,
fucking rock and roll, man.
dude, in high school, obviously, we're all trying to figure out who we are. We're trying to like come into ourselves, right? So every time the rock thing happened in our school, it was just always cringy to me,
Always
bro.
the most cringiest thing.
I bet that shit was crazy.
I mean, even Metallica, it's cringy to me to hear back then. It's like, dude, stop. Why are you doing the Enter Sandman thing? Why are you doing the Slipknot thing? The Slayer. I was like,
Oh my god, we had somebody play Slipknot in the cafeteria. That was crazy.
it's just kind of cringe,
That kind of sucks to now you look back at it. People can't even fucking express themselves without being judged by people like John.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest.
No, but that was all of us. Right?
It's like, yeah.
Once John makes his own band, he's gonna know what it's like.
Right. To be honest, this was about to say. I was like, once you're in the shoes, though, yeah. You didn't have the courage to go up there and do it.
That's not even them playing their own songs. They're just playing like.
Right.
Well, yeah, but they had the courage to be up there
Right,
and just
yeah,
do it in front of people.
You're 14, John.
Right, that too.
Oh, you guys want to know
Start
another
somewhere.
funny one? Like my only like show playing experiences was like a bunch of like. Like I don't know, like we did it because we did it so we could actually, I guess play in front of people. But one time, I remember my dad plays, with his band or whatever, and they had this little event or whatever. And this had to be when we were in, I think, 8th grade summer, like before we were even in high school. And I don't know why. I don't know how we agreed to it or whatever happened, but we basically opened up for my dad's band and we just played a bunch of Blink-182 songs.
Dude, that's cool, man. John's, why are you?
Dude, it's because
Bro,
I
I was
never
like
got
13,
into that band.
bro.
But even then, you still like Blink-182, I bet.
Dude, I have a tattoo of them.
Yeah, that's how fucked up that is.
Oh my god.
I never got into any of those bands.
That
I
was
always
for me.
felt-
That was it. It was Blink-182. It was the Offspring. It was Sum 41. It was all those.
What's wrong with Blink-182, John? Please explain.
No diss too, because he was a good friend in high school. Well, and back in elementary. I don't even know if he would agree he was a good friend. But I used to go to school with this kid named Santiago. And he used to like Blink-182 and like Green Day. And I was like, that shit. At the time, obviously, I thought Slipknot was fucking the truth. So I was like, yo, like, nah, bro, like, this is some real heavy shit, you know? I'm at that point. I'm like, yeah, that shit's just some dumbass punk shit.
To me,
punk.
it was like I was like looking at Slipknot and all those bands. I was like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers are cringe.
That's kind of crazy.
But now I fucking love Slipknot and all. I mean, when you get older, you appreciate music more.
Right. I mean, I definitely appreciate the Iowa era Slipknot. That's my favorite Slipknot era.
So you don't appreciate Blink-182 yet? You have to
I never will.
You have to go back to their old. You have to definitely go back to their old music.
No, it's like that shit just flew over my head. Like I never got into it and I never will. That's like something you were
the fact
into.
That you never will.
Well, is it that you're just not into it because of the fans?
He doesn't give it a chance.
Because for me, it's like the music is. It's. I like that, but the fans is the thing that for me it was like.
That's another thing too about what I've seen in music nowadays. It's like people don't give music a chance. They let other people's opinions affect their opinions.
I swear to God, I was in this fucking music club at work. R.I.P. to that club.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. You guys had a whole Instagram
so many arguments.
It's just like they were.
All you guys did was put fucking stars and the story.
Okay, so like no, because we would get debated. They'd be like, John, why do you always let other people's opinion? I was like, dude, like let me be me and like let me just do me. If I think this, like, what's so wrong with it? Like that, everyone was getting too hurt if you said something negative about.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And then I was like, yo, like honestly, I don't think Nirvana's that great of a band. Like I'm like, okay, it's whatever to me. It's
they have a couple bangers, but if you try to listen to the music, like all of it, I mean, it's like it sounds a little bit repetitive.
Right. And I was talking to Nick, NMZ, shout out. He was saying like, yeah, they definitely. He's not into them, but they definitely inspired
right.
a whole lot of bands after, and I could agree. And I was like, yeah, props for that. But I was like, just because they did that doesn't mean like I think they're any more good, or I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta listen to it now. I still think they're like fucking whatever. I could care less about Nirvana or whatever.
Nah, I still respect Nirvana.
Yeah, I like Nirvana.
You know who I respect though? Habitats.
Oh
Obito.
Yeah, mama se la, güey. No.
That's right. Respect.
There you go. I'm appreciating your love.
Okay. Next EP. Are you gonna release an EP? Are you gonna do an actual record? Like, what are we talking? What's next?
I know.
All right, what's on the timeline?
So now that we're gonna talk about it, I'm just gonna throw my idea out there. Since we actually haven't talked about this as a band either. But I think it would be dumb to throw up another EP. I think the next release should be all out. You know, give it all or nothing at the end. Just the whole album, and make the release of it like as from a marketing standpoint as best as possible.
Nice.
Because that's really what it is nowadays. If something looks appealing, people are gonna click on it.
For sure.
Nothing negative.
Yeah, I agree.
There's been so many things recently that like releases. I'm like, this is it right here. Like, you know, I clicked on it just because of how the fuck it looked.
You know who did that? Who in your opinion did that well? That you feel like I kind of not.
You were just talking about him.
Who?
NMZ. When they released that, I forgot what band they released recently.
Are you talking recently? Not the Downward band.
No, the Glue one.
Like that new one, that new shit.
That shit to me was like just the Instagram post, like, you know, you got the record here, but just like the layout, colors and everything, that shit makes you want to click
yeah,
on it.
I feel like a lot. I think what a lot of these bands do that like are bigger in whatever fucking scene, whatever, like, is that they get that down really good. The presentation and the marketing of the record.
And sometimes it happens accidentally.
Well, I think Louie does
a great job. Louie does a really great job.
The visuals are very beautiful, and all the album covers are.
But honestly, I
really
think if I had to put whatever my little 2 cents, is like, I don't think it should be another Photograph album. Like, I feel like it should actually be like something different. Like something to be like, okay, this is not like this is the new habit, but this is like Habitats. Like, here, this is Habitats. This represents us. This is what we want to show, and be like, when you think of Habitats, we're pulling up this to show you music. Like, I feel like in my head, like, honestly, because I like the covers. I like the one that you took at the conservatory with the statue and the. Because honestly, I always like that.
You want a logo then, like a trademark?
No,
type
but
of thing,
like, you know, I just think like the photo thing has been done, I feel like something else has to happen.
I think it all really depends on the type of picture because...
and even the title. Like,
That's too.
Yeah.
That's too.
Because I feel like you could still get a good picture. Like the pictures that we took even like then, like Louie got super creative about it. Like,
because this last one is fucking it's fucking badass. That's the
whole
album cover on this is also
the whole background of it is
amazing.
Like Louie, like he made literally nothing into something about it. Like it was like, fuck, we got to come up with a logo, and Louie was like, all right, get this, put it right there, put it right. Louie, when it comes to taking pictures, Louie knows what he's doing.
Yeah. You can tell, right? In all those album
He'd be
covers.
mad at what pants I wear to the goddamn thing. Twice.
If you're not gonna be a leader, then be my soldier. That's my only thing. You know, you know.
Bro, yeah, this is honest,
right? Two different photo shoots. He's like,
why are you wearing black?
Bro, I told him.
And then both pictures, no pants in the picture.
Well, hey, but you gotta prepare because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So this is the story of why I got mad at him. So we had the Habitats photo shoot, right, for the EP. So it's the one with all the sunflowers on it, right?
Yeah.
So the background is dark, right? So I was anticipating like, oh, we didn't know what we were gonna expect. We wanted to do that sunflower field, so it was gonna. We anticipated to be in.
We almost broke up as a band that day.
Over pants.
You guys pissed me off.
But so
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah,
I'm thinking
nice.
like contrast wise, right? Like
this right.
Right. I was like, if we wear black shirt or whatever other color shirt, like I'm thinking we need contrast to stand against the green and the back.
You don't want to blend and get lost in the
Bro,
background.
to me that sounds like some crazy shit. But he knows what he's doing.
Right. And I was like,
I was like, good.
My only thing was wear a white shirt with black pants. That was literally the only rule. Like I did everything else. I got all the things, all the props for the cover. I got a photographer. So all you had to do was show up with a white shirt and black pants. That's it. That was the only rule.
We went through the chat, and I was like, all right, white shirt. I was like, yeah, white shirt. And then they didn't mention the pants again.
Because I had a whole conversation with Dobbs about black pants.
I pulled up with blue jeans.
Oh, pulled up with blue jeans and a blue shirt.
He walks back in his house.
I was like, oh my god, I was so mad because the other people also didn't follow direction except the drummer. Shout out Dobbs because that seems to be the only person who takes me serious when it comes to creative. Like, he's the only one that's like, you know what, Louie, I trust your vision. Like, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. And so I appreciate that a shitload out of him.
You mean I feel the same way?
No, you showed up in a blue shirt.
Bro, that fucking shit keeps scaring the fuck out of me. I feel like somebody's about to jump in the window.
Honestly, when I wake up for work at 5 in the morning and I go and I just like pass here, like that street light's on, so it's like it's really glowing, and that shit would just like flop in the air, and I'll just like get scared. I'd be like, holy shit, I always fucking forget that fucking flag is there.
That's kind of spooky. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's how I've always seen it. Like, if you're not gonna contribute the idea, I'm gonna contribute, and then like
I don't say anything anymore.
Follow my lead.
Follow my lead. Okay. If you have a problem with it, don't say it when we're fucking showing up to my house to meet up. Like, you know what I mean?
Before.
Yeah, you know, like I brought that idea up like a week ago, and you barely say something a day. I was like, come on, man. Whoever, you too, because you showed up in a fact.
I complained about it on the chat too.
Them pants were
you complained the day of. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Them pants were a statement.
You know, but it's like you gotta prepare because what if your pants did show up? Then what? You know what I mean?
My boy Eligio wore a medium shirt.
He wore. Don't even
Wait, what did he wear again? I remember too, and I was like, yo, he wore that. What was it again?
No, he wore. Are you talking about for the photo shoot?
Yeah, or the one where you guys did the.
Oh, you're talking about the
first one.
The first shoot,
when we announced he was in the band. Yeah,
what did he have?
He
have?
A Naruto shirt.
Yeah, he had the headband too.
Yeah, and he wore the headband.
He was.
This is the thing where you're saying like, oh, why don't other people take us serious? And I'm like, bro, we need to work on our presentation because I think that's why people don't take us serious.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you're showing up in Naruto.
Are you saying as in like how we present ourselves?
Right, how we look, you know, like, and that's why I tell them like, just for the show, for the shoot, just wear a white shirt, like.
Right.
He dresses.
Bro, I've been watching videos about shit and just like.
No, but yeah,
but you
definitely a very good point. Yeah, that's for sure.
Like
Right? It seems like you're all.
Like in Chicagoland, they all pulled up with their uniforms for the last Habitat show.
Oh, right. They were wearing their merch.
Louie probably was like, "You guys better wear your uniforms."
No, but that's, dude. If you think about it, that's what a lot of bands do when they're on tour. They're wearing their own gear. You'd be like, "Yo, he looks you'd be like, yo, he's rocking his fucking shit. You'd be like,
They
hey,
look
that
official.
Yeah, so it's like it's
like
kind
a
of
crew.
subliminally telling you like, oh, I need to get that shit.
Right.
Well, yeah, because if all 5 of you are wearing different shirts,
that was a
different
pretty good way of marketing
like,
it.
just
Yeah,
all
because
over the place, you look like you're not in sync, you know?
Right, it automatically thinks you think unit and you think you want to
Think
associate
amateur.
yourself with that, so you're like, okay, I want to get that shit too. And
better do
honestly,
that.
it's
We
what
better
you
do
should
that
be
next
doing.
show.
We did. I tried to, but you do the opposite.
With the
of what I
Habitat show?
say.
This bird all Habitat shirts.
I wore a Habitat shirt to the Habitat show.
What did we gotta do to get you back on the radio waves?
I don't know.
How did that even happen?
Demo
They-
312.
They,
That's how it happened.
they messaged us and they were like, oh shit, sure. I don't know how he found our songs or whatever, but I was thinking, I was like, maybe I'll send him the EP, see if he likes.
You know what? That's the move. Because I was honestly trying to find that video again, just because I wanted to repost it like randomly, but I wanted to find it on my own without having to ask you when was that, because I didn't want to. I just wanted to post it up like that. But yeah, honestly, that's the best thing that you guys could do, I think. Because honestly, I think you'd be in top 5 bands in Chicago, and that's honestly because I'm saying that a lot. But only because I don't know many bands from here.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chicago's pretty big. Dude. I'm pretty sure everyone.
No, but who's
has
making
that
noise in
idea.
Chicago right now within the scene?
I
Like,
feel like the
with
scenes
the
are all
scene.
so divided.
but if you had to get
Everyone's
one
got their
from
personal pockets.
there, like who's the one to be like, oh, like people are kind of like noticing this band from Chicago? I feel like Habitats should be
If you ask Louie, you know what band he's going to say?
Habitats.
Nah.
what?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, what are you trying to say? Habitats. That's what I'm saying.
Are you trying to say?
Habitats
talking about
is my
Si Dios
baby,
quiere?
so I don't even know.
I mean, I think for me it was Si Dios Quiere. I feel like Si Dios Quiere had a pretty good...
It's getting a good buzz.
Yeah.
It's getting a good following.
To me, that's one of the bands that are coming.
But see, what I always tell them is like we're in Si Dios Quiere, we're like 3 heads. Like, you know, we may bump heads a lot, but like it's 3 people working together to try to get to the next step. You know,
You're trying to achieve the same thing, maybe.
right?
Right,
Where
for-
in Habitats, it's more me. Like, oh, what if we do this? What if we do that? And it'd be nice to have like other people like, yo, I'm gonna get us a show here. Or, yo, I talked to this guy over here. He's gonna put our song onto this. You know, whatever it is. Like,
I don't know anybody, so I can't do anything.
You're just like me, basically.
right.
You know, I'm just along for the ride.
There's too many of those in Habitats. I need someone else to help me like put us out there more. Which I think that's the thing. I think.
I mean, I
really
try.
missing.
I mean, I feel like I market us a lot
Right.
more than, you know.
The other.
Right.
Well, to be fair, I only follow you two from the band.
Follow the rest of them then.
Like, when it comes to Twitter, I'm the one.
Dude, they don't even say. They don't even fuck. They be
Nah,
seeing me
other
at shows
ones
and they
are
don't
not
even be
like-
saying anything to me.
They're
Well,
not.
we're gonna add
They
them
don't
here.
network
We're
that
gonna
well.
put
They're not
their
good at
tags around.
Add their pop tags. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, I know. I mean, you have to market yourself, and you have to like.
because we were talking
know,
about
meet
this
more people.
over the weekend. We had our own discussion, like obviously off camera, but like about what we think is, I guess, wrong, or what's the issue on like why some bands pop off and why some don't. And I feel like I don't want to see that happen to Habitats because I feel like Habitats could like. Yeah,
In a
it's
way, yeah, in a lot
it's
of
that
ways,
a lot,
yeah.
and I hope this next album, the next thing you put out, hopefully like kind of be like, you know what, we need Habitats on this show, a local show, give this band a chance because it's always gonna be the same bands you go to, regardless if someone was to come. You're always gonna get those bands, and I kind of like to go into what I want to say is like because you guys have a show coming up. NMZ just posted it up. I think it's November 17th.
16.
16.
Insert flyer here.
16. It's a lot of inserting.
Hey, where's insert?
Yeah, we don't know. So it's gonna be. So there's a band that Nick's putting out. Like he's putting out their like I guess they're coming out with a record or I don't know what it is. It's
put out
Curse the
something-
Knife.
Yeah. Put some music out already, no?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
he
pretty
put
sure
out
they
their
have. Yeah,
tapes
from Oklahoma, and then we got Honeymoon from Ohio, Habitats, and then Old Coke from. It says Pilsen.
Old
So
Coke is Eddie's band.
Yeah, that's it.
that's Eddie's band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it says, I like that they put Pilsen Dreamy Sludge.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what that means.
It's cool.
It sounds
That's
cool.
better than Southside emo.
I know. I wanted to put
Who put that actually on there?
Nick put it.
That was honestly like.
No, emo rock, because it was Southside emo. I was like, I don't like that. Like,
I like it better than emo rock.
really?
Yeah,
Emo rock
is just
sounds
like,
less
what the fuck
cringy.
is that? Emo
I feel like you just always gotta add the rockers to make anything be better, like Southside Rockers.
I don't know, because I feel like
Southside
if
Rockers,
you
we
say
sound like a soccer team, man. Fucking 30.
To be honest, holy shit.
That's coming from the guy who has a New York Cosmos jersey on there.
That's
Fucking.
that's the show. I'm proud of that jersey.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I've always struggled with like defining what genre.
Yeah,
we fit
like when
into.
it comes to genres, I already said what I had to say about that.
I don't
worry
put
about
a genre on Habitats.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like when people ask me, oh, you know, when they find out that I play in a band or whatever, they ask me what type of music it is or whatever. I just say emo now because like I don't know what the fuck else to say. That's
Just be
what I
like
have.
rock.
I think
straight up,
rock,
baby.
Too. I think rock is
Rock.
fits
Rock
closer
is-
than emo, because if I tell them emo, like, oh,
But
you
like
play
rock
like,
is way too
I'm
broad.
like,
No,
no.
just be like, oh, it's like it's some like
rock is
So much
yeah.
stigma around it.
it's some
when
like
you say
you know just be like I just be like it's some you know just heavy guitar. It's like guitar riffing,
But
rocking shit.
Pretty sure
Música
time
de
would just
Diablo.
answer that, dude. The crowd itself would just eventually pick a
Right.
genre.
Like when I would
Hey,
say
you
sad
guys-
boys, I'm like, oh,
Oh,
I'm there, you know.
So
yeah,
this is-
you know.
It's like, I don't know, it's just a rock band.
Yeah.
We play what, honestly, I think a lot of our songs, if you really pay
No,
attention
dude, I
to
thought it was about to come in.
you
That's a
really-
solid figure, bro. I'm telling you, dude.
I think if you really pay attention to the songs, we like do more than one genre or whatever. Kind of, I don't know. Some songs are heavier, some are
Like
really
especially like
soft.
DTF.
You have a fucking song in Spanish with
Right,
a fucking
exactly.
corrido. Like,
It's so funny to me because when I went to these last two shows in Pilsen, I almost feel like just because I love this new stuff so much that I feel like I'm watching two different bands, just because you guys you tend to play the newer songs towards the end, no?
Well,
Like
this-
kind of like closer together on the set list.
just because it was like the EP release show, I think it made sense for us to.
Yeah, we played
finish
all
with
the
it.
songs
To finish
together.
it with it.
Because honestly, it just does kind of sound like two different bands, you know. And I just we
Right
get more
now,
of what
for-
you guys did. I hope we get more of that.
So for this show that we're gonna play for Curse the Knife, we were making the set list today, and well, obviously we're gonna put all 4 songs, and we only got like room for like 2 or 3 more songs.
Do you feel like you have to like kind of like be careful with what you pick? Because this is kind of like a show where like could get people talking, like be like, oh, like
Right, and that's what I was. You know, I guess that's one of the things that we kept in mind when we were choosing the songs. So obviously we have the 4 new songs, and we really only have room for like 2 more. So it's like we had to pick from like what is like a good other 4 or 5 songs that I know how to play.
Yeah, I think we have a good amount of songs now.
I
that
think
can,
we
like,
just really picked the ones that were popular before I
Or
joined.
what, I think it even makes what would make sense for that set, because a lot of like shoegazy kind of bands are gonna be playing that, so it's like,
Yeah,
what
For
do we
real.
want to play?
I
gonna
think
be
this
like
is
that
like
crowd,
yeah.
you
we're
know?
gonna be the hardest band in that. Oh no, well, Curse the Knife, Loki's I haven't heard Honeymoon, but Curse the Knife has a pretty hard riffs.
Even Old Cloak plays heavier stuff, so I think. we'll be
Yeah,
fine.
seriously.
Right.
But I think what I tell Carlos all the time is like, now that he knows how to play the songs guitar wise, like he should try to integrate himself vocally in the old songs, because there are parts where the other guitar player used to sing, and I'm like, yo, you should do these parts too, or you know what, if you want to add another layer to those songs, like you should.
I feel kind of
That'd be fun.
I feel like you should. You just add it, because like the reason he brought that up is like they feel like 2 different set lists or songs, like.
Yeah,
I get you.
and honestly,
I mean?
it does.
And
It
I don't
does.
want, and that I wouldn't be like, damn, I don't want it to feel that way. Like,
Right.
integrate yourself and like.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that could even
Make it
like
your own,
that could
basically.
even kind of like add something to the songs you have. It's like
Right.
you don't know, because it does honestly feel like, oh, this is like for Habitats for me is this kind of EP. I don't know how you take that, but that to me is like, this is Habitats. If I'm like,
Well, I mean, it's because this is the I guess the one EP where new members, as in used to, have your actual
Right.
input into this EP. So it feels like that, right? I mean, the other ones was them, you know.
Well, Louie was bad.
I was in the other one.
like, there he was, yeah. But like that show's gonna be, so it's Tuesday, November 16th. It's at the Golden Dagger. Music's at 8 p.m. It's $10. It's 21 and over, and you gotta show proof of vaccination. I don't like that it's 21 and over.
Yeah, that's.
That I don't
I
like.
think it's a bar. That's why.
Yeah, and I was like, what the? I had to Google because I didn't know what the fuck the Golden Dagger was.
Yeah.
Like this seems like it could have been at This almost seems kind of like a Beat Kitchen type of show, to be honest. The lineup.
Well, maybe you can stage dive now.
No, I seen the place. It's kind of like It's almost like
looks like jazz bands playing it.
It's almost like the Fallout with the stage. It's like a small stage like that. So
Stage dive anyways. Fuck it.
You saw the guy from Regulate.
For the
I did
Studios
not.
Kiddish show.
I did
or
not.
They carried you up there.
And I think I don't know who it was. I think it was George. And then I was like, "Yo, who's picking me up on the legs?" But yet when I'm up, like they still have my legs. Like they're still hugging my legs, so I can't move. So I'm like,
Insert the video right here of John.
it's kind of embarrassing because I was like, "Yo, like someone's legit just hugging my legs while I'm trying to stage dive because not stage dive, like crowd
surf.
Yeah, which is kind of funny because it's literally just a row of people in the front, so it's not like I could go anywhere, you know.
We're gonna make it a thing then. We're gonna get you to stage that.
Nick, book them at the Beat Kitchen.
There you go.
Because I really need to see these songs at the Beat Kitchen. Or maybe book yourselves. Fuck it, book yourselves at the Beat Kitchen.
Yeah.
If you had to book yourself at the Beat Kitchen, if this was up to you, a show you're booking, who's on the bill?
We already basically did
We
that
already
for the
booked
EP
the show. Yeah.
Well, you're not just gonna play one show.
Oh, like as in not just Chicago bands?
It could, however you want to take it.
Your dream lineup.
Blink-182.
You know what? Let's keep it to Chicago. Let's keep it to the Chicagoland. Well,
Demo Division opening up.
Yeah, we'll put Demo Division to open and close. Actually.
Majesty to middle.
Open, close, middle.
Yeah.
This is the whole festival.
And then then Habitats couldn't make it, so Demo Division's playing another set.
Acoustic set.
There you go.
Well, okay, because that's kind of like a, just bullshit question, but like, how did you get in touch with the bands you did ask to play the record release show?
Let's see. I think I just asked like.
Friends. If you want to shout out the bands that played.
Shout out to the bands that played our EP release show. So Axel Mark the Place, La Rosa Noir, Daybreaker, and Si Dios Quiere. Shout out to all of them for playing our show. This was my first time booking a show, so I honestly didn't really.
Which I didn't know. Which I kind of forgot until I got there, and I'm like, why is Louie running the door?
Yeah. So it was the first time I booked a show. So
that was a good show.
Kind of didn't know what I was doing, so I was like trying to figure it out. And I've been to the Fallout enough so that I kind of had like an idea.
Right.
And I just knew that like.
Louis gave us schedules.
I gave everyone schedules, bro. Like everyone in the band, like in this between this band, you're doing this, and like rotate, like
stage manager.
You had to.
He had the door, stage, merch.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Because like
he's definitely that person in the band.
I am that person.
Oh, you booked it, right?
I mean, I booked it too.
You're in charge of it. That fails, it's on you.
I want to
dude, like imagine doing that shit by yourself. Like I was thinking about,
God, dude,
I told Louie, I was like, we should just keep doing this shit, just throw shows. Then I thought about it. I was like, no, we need like 5 motherfuckers to help us.
Right.
Because it kind of sucks because like, I had a lot of friends there. I'm sure you had a lot of friends there, but you're like kind of working, so it's like, oh, hi, and then you had to run to do something,
You want to interact, but you can't. You're on the job, basically.
Or like something's always happening, like, hey, they need this or whatever, but it comes with the territory.
Right.
But yeah, that was the first show I booked. So yeah, just thank you to the bands for like being like super supportive and helping me out. Shout out to Habitat, to the actual band who like helped me run the place. So I was a little worried, like, because usually when we play shows, they just kind of fuck around, and then like, all right, time for us to play. All right, let's go, And I was like, shit, like this time we need to actually work, and I need you guys to take it serious because like, we're collecting all this money and we need to pay the bands and we want to pay ourselves and
that's
we need to
stressful.
sell the merch,
Fuck, dude.
And I had to get a PA guy, so we had to make sure the PA for the bands are going good.
Shout out to Lionel.
I
don't think we can thank him enough for
just. He came through with the PA, so. Shout out for him, but it's like your name is attached to the show. Like if the show went bad, it's gonna reflect on me and on Habitat.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna play another show with Habitat. Fuck them. They don't know what they're doing. They're sloppy. And that's what I don't want.
Right.
No. Yeah.
So to me, I was like, we gotta make sure. Like were on point.
It looked like a success. It was
Yeah,
packed.
it was good.
I think I did a
Full
good
house.
job.
Yeah.
It was pretty full.
We got to pay the bands more than what they made before at Follow.
Probably, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go,
I was
see?
really happy that we were like paying the bands to play.
That's awesome.
And like when it came to like picking out the bands, like all the first bands I asked, the first wave, they all said yes. So it was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. You know, like that made my job a lot easier. I didn't have to like, you know.
It was all, friends.
It was like friends, and I'm like, all right, wow, I want to do a mix bill, you know, like how many times can we play to the same crowd, you know, like let's try to mix it up, and then hopefully people will win over other people that they wouldn't have normally won over, you know.
Right.
So I think that a lot of the bands that played like got stuff out of it because now they got a new crowd
every single one
of people that check them out.
It was nice. It was a good mix.
Yeah, so that was the goal for me when I first was like, all right, I want to get a show going. I want it to be a mix bill. Like, that was it. And then they all said yes, so I guess that made it easier. And then I was just like, all right, now I got to find a place. And that was probably the hardest part because, like...
Yeah, the place.
No places had anything.
But low-key, at the end of the day, I don't think we would have had that much success any other place in the Fallout.
Shout out to the Fallout because...
Yeah. Do what you want.
Or Pilsen DIY, as their new name is now. Shout out to them because they hosted the show and then like got back to me and then pretty easy to work with.
Yeah.
So it was a good experience.
Yeah.
People I feel like give it a bad name, but I'm like it is what you make of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know why people give it. It's I think every time I've been there,
To me, it's gonna be the place where I played my first 2 shows. That ain't shit.
the Fallout's always been kind of cool. I don't know.
You know, with how venues are nowadays, and like you can't get a show anywhere, like I appreciate it. I was like, cool. This is
The Fallout's a good place to give bands a break. You know.
Yeah, and people go there. You know, so like.
Dude, and there's not that much parking. That shit surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, so we'll see what goes after this. We have that show. I think we've had a lot of people reach out to us to play shows.
I'm sorry, y'all. We all have full-time jobs, and it's actually
we got
pretty
jobs.
Stuff that you just said. Oh, we can't play.
hard. Yeah.
We can't play because like either you work or.
Can you say what specific bands or no? You don't want to say.
No.
Well, I mean, it wasn't
just
really
like-
bands. It was just like people wanted to play. They were like, I guess, setting up shows. But,
Right.
Oh, people. Okay.
Hey,
And
we're
then
thinking
they
of
were around
doing
the
a
same
show.
date that we were gonna play this one, and like.
Right. I think we had like 3-4 offers around this Curse the Knife show that Nick's throwing. So we're like, well, you know, I don't want to take away from Nick's show by playing a show right before, you know, like, you have to like strategize. Like, all right, if we're playing a show for the month, like what's going to be that show for the month instead of like playing every weekend, you know, like you gotta, I don't know, I gotta think about it. And like you said, we all have jobs, you know, we have our partners. I have CDL Skid also, and then I have my art stuff that I'm doing. So I'm doing pop-ups all the time. So I'm like,
That's true.
you have to like,
You gotta make it
scheduling
count, that
yourself.
one show.
Yeah, you know, you can't like overbook yourself too. You gotta enjoy life too. So, you know, it's just not working all the time. So, but we'll see. We'll see what we got for what January. Or
December? We have a show for December already?
No, I don't think so.
Hit us up, y'all, for December.
For December. Yeah.
Wait, there's something already like in the works.
No, I don't think
For
we've
December?
got that far yet. So we'll see. Right now we were focusing on the November show. So and they barely announced it today.
You
so.
said that was November 16th, November 12th?
16.
16.
At the Golden Dagger.
Golden Dagger. Insert flyer here.
How many bands are playing on that?
4 bands.
Okay,
So,
4 bands.
4 bands, yeah, which is good.
Cool.
You guys are
Yeah.
opening up? Or?
I think we're playing second.
Second, huh?
So
Yeah, because
Get there
we just said this guy's band's playing
Eddie.
Eddie's band, Old Coke.
Old Coke. Yeah, don't worry, we're getting Neglected Perception is putting out the album.
There you go.
Ozzy,
For who?
huh?
The Habitats album.
Whose album?
We're putting out your album, dude.
Who that was division?
Oh, we're putting out the Demo Division. Yeah, I mean we're. Oh wow! So we're at an hour and a half. I don't know if you want to close off with something.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Questions or
a
what?
good talk. I think that was a really good talk.
We got a good insight, view on the
Fuck, man, I
band.
gotta open work tomorrow.
I gotta wake up to open too. I feel like we all work here in the morning.
Yeah.
You're working tomorrow, Louie? What time?
Don't worry about it.
Damn.
I don't want to go to work.
I don't think anyone wants to go to work,
weird.
man.
Dude,
Somebody
my
booked-
store just got like bought out from like by a different owner.
Alright,
Like,
this
we
isn't gonna
switched
be
everything today.
that again. All right, we ain't gonna talk
It's scary. I don't know
another
what to do.
hour about that. You'll go on.
Hey,
for
guys.
an hour about
I had a bad day.
Oh boy. Here we go.
And
Hey,
then
wait. Tell us your car story.
you want to say that?
You want to say?
It's
You never
because you
told
have
us.
to. Yeah, I have to like drive by there and show you so you could actually get a good laugh.
Nah.
Also,
I thought it was gonna be you gonna tell us in person.
Well, you gotta like see the word.
wait, this happened by over here or over by you?
by Brickyard, yeah. By Brickyard.
Shit.
All right, take the video podcast to the scene of the crime.
Is it where you turn? Is it where you turn right on to get out of the mall?
No.
Where is it?
The new Panda Express. I was in the Panda Express drive-through.
Just say what happened.
Well, I mean, I went over the curb.
Okay. But
So I was in the drive-through, and the drive-through turned left. But like I'd be so
The drive-through
low.
turns.
Obviously, I didn't turn
That
left.
bitch moved.
So like I have my seat like all the way down and all the way back. So like I can't really see like what's like under like in front of my bumper, right? And like I'm already like at the end of the drive-through. And like it, the drive-through road goes like just turns to the left, but like I don't know. I had just smoked a joint too, literally like right before. Like probably I was finishing up on the drive-through probably, and
I can
I
see
just
why
saw-
you thought the road moved.
I
You
just saw
joint.
the like the actual road. I don't know why. I just like just kept going straight. And the fucked up part is that shit goes. It's like a little hill. Like it's. You know how it is? Like it's like it's not like on the ground with everything. Like it's like elevated. That
I haven't
Panda
been.
Express.
I haven't been over there.
Point is, like I was just like over the curb, and then like my wheels were stuck in a bunch of mulch.
Oh damn!
I couldn't reverse. Like the reverse wasn't an option. I was like, I have to go down this hill.
First of all,
went down the hill.
Went down the hill with my
shit.
Camry. The Camry. Yeah. I just heard it scratching like crazy.
Had you gotten your food already yet or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you had already gotten your food though.
Bro.
I need to go
Okay.
see this.
Wait, so you
Oh,
said people
dude.
were recording you, no?
Yeah, and then people were passing by like this fucking guy.
Oh shit!
Whoever going down the hill.
Whoever has that video, please post it.
It's somewhere out there.
Someone has
It
to
was
have
someone on
that video.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Nobody from Panda Express came out. None of the
Yeah,
employees.
they actually
Oh,
like
did?
the fucking manager came out like, "Hey, what you doing? My drive-through, hold
For
it."
real?
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit!
Nah, but he didn't say all that. But yeah, they were out there.
Oh, so nobody called the cops. Did they?
Well,
I'm gonna go hit up Panda and be like, can I get the video?
Yeah, because I don't know what he's talking
Because you're
about.
driving through their mulch, man.
Hell no.
Destroy their
Security
property.
cam.
I
That's
needed
what-
fucking help.
I needed help.
No, that's fucking crazy. That's always a thing with this guy.
I hate my life.
You should see our group chat. But yeah, all right. I think we'll end it there. I mean, that was a good talk. Unless you guys have any
No, I think that's
last things to
That's a
say.
good way.
nothing. Check out Habitats November.
Yeah.
Check out our new
November.
EP, Live, Love, Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Yeah.
We love it so much. It's our intro.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Insert intro right there.
So take it for what it
Follow
is.
us on Instagram, Facebook. Come out November 16th to the Golden Dagger. Check us out.
If you want to give your ads to
my personal ad?
your personal ads, so they could reach out to you for work.
Yeah, I do design work, and then I have my own little art brand stuff that I do. My ad is Mind and Chains. Hit it up, pick up a shirt, support local art. Shout out Habitats, give them a follow too. We're at Habitats Band. Who else? Si Dios Quiere, my other band that I'm in. Shout out to them. We're playing a show November
true.
5th at Chi-Town with
Oh
Fiddlehead.
shit, for
With
real.
Fiddlehead, I
Last
forgot to talk
question.
about that. Yep.
Yeah,
Dare.
There and
great lineup.
Is that everybody?
Wildside.
Wildside.
Wild Side.
So that's gonna be a dope ass show. Come out to that. That's gonna be great.
There
Yeah,
might be a
sooner than
surprise set.
Surprise Habitats show.
Maybe.
Nah, JK.
Hey, you got me excited.
I would have done it. Anyways, Carlos, what you want to plug?
Well, nothing.
Thanks
Thanks for
Black
having
Demo Division.
Thanks for having me on here, John. I really appreciate it. I listened to your podcast. It's pretty fun. What's it called? I mean, I don't really have much to say other than that. I mean, follow Habitats. I'm actually going back in the studio that day that Louie's playing with Fiddlehead. So I'm gonna go to the studio and then I'm gonna go to the show after.
I was about to say.
That's for my my own stuff that I'm putting out with my drummer, which is
okay? Go on. I'm sorry.
called Demo Division.
Demo Division,
Demo
baby.
Division. If
This
you
is
like the name-
official.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no! Don't make it official.
Nah, it's
Edit this
official.
part out.
Demo
I told
Division.
Carlos he needs to change the name.
What do you guys think about the name?
Demo
See, he
Division.
made that face. That's already.
All right, if you guys can come up with something better and find that
Name
not
is
Snake
pending.
took, yeah,
Name is
Check out the music.
You gotta let us hear the
To
music.
be
You gotta
The
let us
music's
hear
gonna be good. I'll tell him that. I like the music.
Okay.
It's gonna be good. You just gotta change the name. Get a better name.
Demo Division. Sounds like a ska band. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Do no.
But yeah, it's already on Instagram. Demo Division Band.
Okay.
It's official.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, I regret saying it. Sounds like a ska. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. The name is like literally like the least thing that I'm worried about.
Okay.
If you're flying to Chicago, fly through Midway Airport.
That's my Instagram name.
That's his Instagram. So
You should have had a whole segment about how people at
we
you
should have. Fuck.
thinking that you're the actual
Oh
airport.
wow. That's awesome.
You'll have to come-
Holy shit.
We'll have
That
to
should
like.
have been a
We'll have to
segment.
do
That's
another.
Thing ever.
Edit like the 20 minutes. In the
Oh, there'd
beginning of
be
nothing
some
and
Like
Karens.
we'll just do snapshots of each time.
Of
Like,
each-
okay, here's what we'll
That
do.
is so cool. dude.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do another podcast whenever we'll line it up again. We'll have Ozzy come on because
Yes.
I said I was gonna interview Ozzy because Ozzy is
We
just
need to
a
do-
crazy guy just by himself.
Me and Ozzy need to do one for cricket.
Right,
About
so-
our cricket experiences.
Oh my god, we're gonna get like
Yeah, we
legit
gotta
like
bring them too.
that would be a whole podcast and stuff, and we're doing it in the living room, so we'll do
For
it
sure,
again.
yeah.
We'll have to set up another one.
Yeah,
like
because Louie
this.
gave us a great idea to do it in the living room, which we
Right.
should.
Yeah, I mean we'll
We're
be
moving
like,
to another new location.
yeah, so another burning house. You know, we're leaving the trap house behind. We're moving, but. Yeah, so I mean, damn, it's 10:56. So yeah, we'll wrap it up right here,
Wrap it
man.
up.
Everyone, thank you for listening. Check out Habitats because they're the best, and this EP rocks.
When is this episode coming out?
This should be going on what, in like two days?
2 days, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow we have the Halloween party.
Damn,
Oh
for
yeah,
real,
tomorrow we
this is a
do.
good
No,
weekend.
tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday.
No,
bro.
today's Wednesday.
Today's
Today's
Thursday,
Thursday.
man.
Today's Thursday.
Damn.
Oh
Boss does too.
shit. Okay, so
2 days
So
from
hopefully,
now. Yeah, Saturday.
fuck man, maybe.
why don't we
Sunday.
just take? No, that'd be weird if we do
No,
that
just
over
make
there,
it
right?
official. Saturday. will
That'd
be
be
up.
weird if we do it
Why don't
over
you
there.
just wait till
Saturday
Monday?
night.
What the video and the podcast
Yeah, the video and the podcast.
Saturday night.
Yep.
Well, we would edit it on Saturday and then upload it Sunday, right? Because it takes fucking 8 hours for that shit. So. Yeah.
It
It's in
should be up.
4K that
It should be up Sunday
Sunday.
or Monday.
My money's on Sunday.
Low key,
Yeah.
the phone died like 2 hours ago.
Nah. I was like, no. I was like, dude, quit playing.
No,
No,
but
this guy-
it'll be up. It'll be up soon. Like we've been on
Well,
it.
he's gonna need more time to edit all the pop tags.
For real,
Damn.
man. Damn, for real, dude.
You're gonna have to watch an hour 42 of this.
We
The
might need
fuck,
to
we're
hire
gonna have
you,
to watch
Louie.
an hour
I
42.
think we're gonna have
Yeah,
to cut it.
We yeah.
Edit my logo again right here.
Fucking
Nah, hell no, you guys didn't like the fucking name.
All right. Edit Carlos's face right here, playing guitar.
Shout out Demo Division.
All right, and with that, we'll end it.
That's a wrap.
Boom.
Thank you guys.